Transforming Dreams into Reality, 10 Personal Finance Lessons That Changed My Life with Minimalism and Saving Strategies. In the ether of financial knowledge, I find myself immersed, facing an audience whose spirits exude motivation and a steely determination to alter the course of their financial lives. At this very moment, I will share the experiences that, like stones of 1,000 carats, have left an indelible imprint on the very fabric of my existence, creating a breaking point that triggered a metamorphosis towards economic stability and personal fulfillment. Throughout the chronological eras, I have stitched together lessons of immense value that intertwine the philosophy of minimalism with executable saving stratagems, thus engendering a change of colossal magnitude in my becoming. My words, I trust, will not be mere graffiti in the wind, but a shining beacon, an inspiration to every inquisitive soul who shares this space today and yearns to unravel the secrets of financial success and long for freedom. Lesson 1. Transcending the material sphere and embracing philosophical minimalism. The first lesson, like the first glimmer of light on the financial horizon, immerses us in the intriguing world of defining priorities and embracing minimalism. On this journey, we recognize that the key to financial stability lies not only in the accumulation of wealth, but in the wisdom to discern what is truly essential and free ourselves from the chains of rampant consumerism. The lesson begins with the fundamental premise that wealth is not measured only in monetary terms, but in the quality of life we enjoy. By embracing minimalism, we learn to simplify our lives, shed unnecessary baggage, and focus on what really matters. This approach not only has financial implications, but also positively affects our mental and emotional health. Minimalism, at its core, challenges us to question the social conventions that drive us toward mindless consumption. It invites us to reflect on our true needs and to free ourselves from the constant pressure to acquire more. Instead of seeking happiness in material accumulation, it guides us toward a search for meaning and purpose in our lives. The first lesson highlights the importance of defining clear priorities. By identifying what we truly value, we can allocate our resources, both financial and temporal, more consciously and effectively. This deliberate approach allows us to avoid the trap of spending resources on things that do not contribute significantly to our happiness and well-being. Minimalism also encourages us to get rid of excess. By freeing ourselves from unnecessary possessions and commitments, we not only simplify our lives, but also free up financial resources that can be directed toward more meaningful goals. This lesson teaches us that true financial freedom often lies in the ability to live with less, but with greater intentionality. Modern technology and globalization also play a role in this lesson. Sharing platforms, collaborative economy, and conscious consumption options provide opportunities to practice minimalism in innovative ways. Sharing resources, buying ethically, and seeking durability rather than obsolescence are tangible aspects of applying minimalism in the digital age. In summary, the first lesson leads us to explore the terrain of minimalism and the definition of priorities. By embracing this philosophy, we are not only forging a path to financial stability, but also cultivating a lifestyle that values simplicity, authenticity, and fulfillment over superficial consumerism. This lesson acts as the foundation upon which we build our journey to financial success, reminding us that true wealth is found in the harmony between our aspirations and our daily choices. Lesson 2. Deep dive into the tangle of personal finance. The second lesson, like a dazzling chapter in the tome of my financial revelations, takes us into the unfathomable depths of intimate knowledge of our personal finances. This intricate journey, beyond being a mere review of figures and balance sheets, reveals itself as the cornerstone for building the economic strengths that will protect us from the onslaught of financial destiny. In the personal finance scenario, it is not enough to be a mere spectator. We must become active protagonists, visionary directors of our own economic drama. Understanding the anatomy of our income, from its multiple sources to its ebb and flow routes, stands as the first act in this journey of self-discovery. Financial education, that beacon that illuminates the paths of economic wisdom, becomes the map that guides us through the maze of financial opportunities and challenges. It is not simply a matter of accumulating wealth, but of discerning how this wealth can work harmoniously to our benefit over time. Awareness of spending, saving, and investing becomes an essential toolbox. Knowing the difference between frivolous spending and strategic investing is like fine-tuning your ear to distinguish a financial symphony from mere noise. This in-depth knowledge not only empowers us to make informed decisions, but also protects us from falling into financial traps that could undermine our financial foundation. As we dive into the ocean of our finances, we discover that every decision, every transaction, is a brushstroke on the canvas of our wealth. Financial education equips us with the tools necessary to chart an intelligent course, assessing risks and seizing opportunities with the dexterity of a seasoned mariner. In this educational journey, we not only acquire theoretical knowledge, but also cultivate practical skills. The art of budgeting becomes a meticulous dance between financial desires and realities. Every item and every income are protagonists in this economic ballet, and a well-crafted budget becomes the score that directs the harmony of our finances. In addition, a thorough knowledge of our personal finances allows us to anticipate economic events, such as market fluctuations or changes in interest rates. This anticipation not only gives us the ability to react with agility, but also helps us avoid unpleasant surprises on our path to financial stability. In summary, the second lesson immerses us in the crystal-clear waters of intimately understanding our personal finances. Beyond numbers and transactions, this lesson invites us to explore the art and science of running our own financial show. Financial education is revealed as the flashlight that illuminates our path, allowing us to deftly navigate the vast ocean of financial possibilities. Lesson 3: Wielding financial goals like swords of virtue. The third lesson, like a harmonious song in the symphony of financial management, leads us to the venerable practice of setting clear financial goals. This lesson reveals itself as a shining beacon, guiding us through the nebula of our financial aspirations and charting a sure path toward the realization of our monetary dreams. Setting financial goals is not simply a routine task, it is an act of distilling our yearnings into concrete, quantifiable objectives. Each goal acts as a milestone on our journey, a star that orients our financial compass in the vast economic universe. These goals are not only the final destination, but also the beacons that illuminate the journey, motivating us even on the darkest days. The first step in building financial goals is introspection. Reflecting on our aspirations, dreams, and values allows us to discern what we really want to achieve in life. Is it the purchase of a home, the education of our children, a carefree retirement, or the creation of a thriving business? Each individual has his or her own goals, and this lesson teaches us to carve those goals into the cornerstone of our financial plan. A well-defined goal is not only specific, but also measurable and achievable. Clarity in definition allows us to break down the goal into smaller, more manageable steps, transforming the seemingly unattainable into achievable tasks. Quantifying the goal provides us with a measuring stick to evaluate our progress, while achievability prevents us from falling into the trap of utopian and unattainable goals. These goals, once identified and accurately sculpted, act as a powerful catalyst. They become tangible reminders of our financial purpose, infusing every decision with deeper meaning. The third lesson invites us to anchor our choices in the compass of our goals, ensuring that each expenditure, saving, or investment is aligned with the direction we want to take. In practice, this involves making a strategic plan. How much do we need to save monthly to reach our goal in the desired time frame? What lifestyle adjustments can we make to accelerate the process? Setting clear financial goals is not just a visualization task, it is an engineering task that requires planning, execution, and continuous adaptation. In addition, this lesson teaches us to be flexible and adaptable. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and our financial goals are not exempt from this changing game. The ability to adjust our goals in response to changes in our circumstances is a valuable skill that allows us to stay the course even when the financial winds blow in unexpected directions. In summary, the third lesson immerses us in the art of setting clear and achievable financial goals. This practice goes beyond simply formulating desires. It is a conscious commitment to sculpting our financial destiny. By embracing this lesson, we transform our aspirations into tangible realities, turning the financial journey into a journey filled with purpose and direction. Lesson 4: Orchestrating a financial ballet with rigorous budgeting. The fourth lesson, as an intriguing chapter in the compendium of financial wisdom, invites us into the fascinating world of budgeting and expense control. On this journey, we discover that a budget is not simply an arithmetic tool, but a strategic compass that guides us in the vast ocean of our finances, allowing us to navigate with agility and foresight. The budget, in its essence, becomes the architect of our financial success. It is not just a matter of recording income and expenses, it is a design tool that allows us to map out the contours of our financial reality. Each line item in the budget is like a brick in the construction of our financial stability, and each category is a crucial piece in the puzzle of our personal finances. At the heart of this lesson lies the ability to discern between wants and needs. Budgeting requires an honest assessment of our priorities and values. Which items are truly essential to our quality of life and which are mere momentary whims? By embracing this lesson, we learn to allocate our resources with discernment, avoiding the trap of impulsive and uncontrolled spending. The act of budgeting also involves foresight and long-term planning. It is not just about balancing the books at the end of each month, but anticipating future events and preparing for them. What seasonal expenses or significant events should we consider? The ability to look ahead and adjust our budget accordingly is a valuable skill that gives us strength and flexibility. In addition, the fourth lesson challenges us to be meticulous in tracking and controlling expenses. Modern technology provides us with powerful tools, such as expense tracking applications, that make this task easier. By keeping detailed records of our spending, we are not only aware of where every penny is going, but we also have the ability to identify spending patterns and areas where we can make adjustments to optimize our financial situation. Discipline and consistency are the cornerstones of this lesson. Budgeting is not a one-time task, it is an ongoing habit that is cultivated over time. By adhering to a budget consistently, we not only strengthen our resistance to the temptations of unnecessary spending, but also create a solid foundation for achieving our long-term financial goals. In summary, the fourth lesson guides us through the labyrinth of budgeting and expense control, revealing to us that this practice goes beyond simple number crunching. It is an exercise in self-awareness, conscious decision-making, and strategic foresight. By embracing this lesson, we transform budgeting into a powerful tool that not only helps us balance our finances, but also empowers us to deftly navigate the changing currents of the economic world. Lesson 5: Getting out of the chains of debt and avoiding unnecessary chains. The fifth lesson, like a liberating song in the chorus of personal finance, immerses us in the critical importance of eliminating debt and avoiding unnecessary debt. This journey leads us to understand that financial freedom cannot flourish under the weight of debt. It is an act of emancipation that allows us to shed the chains that bind our prosperity. The lesson begins with the keen awareness that not all debts are equal. Discerning between productive debts and toxic debts is an essential first step. Productive debts, such as those associated with strategic investments or education, can generate significant long-term returns. On the other hand, toxic debts, such as those with high interest and no clear purpose, can act as anchors that hold back our financial progress. Eliminating debt becomes an act of courage and commitment. The lesson challenges us to face our debts head-on, understand their structure, and develop a systematic plan to pay them off. In doing so, we not only free up financial resources, but also restore our economic autonomy. In this journey, learning to live within our means is a crucial skill. The fifth lesson urges us to avoid unnecessary debt by cultivating a mindset of conscious spending and austerity. Every debt decision should be carefully evaluated, considering its long-term impact on our financial stability. Also, understanding the dangers associated with reckless borrowing is essential. High interest rates and long-term obligations can become a crushing burden. The lesson teaches us to be aware of financial risks and to seek healthier alternatives, such as financial planning and saving, to avoid over-reliance on borrowing. Lesson 5 also highlights the importance of cultivating responsible financial habits. These habits include not only careful management of existing debts, but also building an emergency financial cushion. Having an emergency fund provides a safety net against unforeseen events and reduces the need to resort to borrowing in difficult times. In summary, the fifth lesson immerses us in the art of eliminating debt and avoiding unnecessary indebtedness. This act is not only a financial strategy, but a transformative process that empowers us to forge a path to financial freedom. By freeing ourselves from the chains of debt and avoiding the trap of unnecessary indebtedness, we build a solid foundation for our financial prosperity to flourish. Lesson 6: Navigating the changing currents with ongoing financial education. Lesson 6 takes us into the fascinating realm of continuing financial education. Here, the understanding that financial knowledge is not static, but dynamic and constantly evolving, is revealed as an essential tool for thriving in the changing economic landscape. This lesson begins by recognizing that the financial world is a complex and fluid universe. Market trends, economic regulations, and investment strategies are constantly changing. Continuing financial education then becomes a beacon that lights our way through the darkness of financial uncertainty. Constant learning gives us the ability to adapt to changing market conditions. Whether it's understanding new investment opportunities, assessing emerging risks, or navigating technological innovations in financial services, ongoing financial education puts us in an advantageous position to make informed, strategic decisions. The lesson also prompts us to explore diverse sources of financial knowledge. This includes reading specialized books, participating in courses, seminars, or conferences, and following experts in the field. Diversifying sources of learning provides us with multiple and enriching perspectives, allowing us to build a holistic and robust understanding of finance. In addition, the sixth lesson highlights the importance of practice. It is not just about acquiring theoretical knowledge, but actively applying that knowledge in financial decision-making. Practice allows us to internalize key lessons, hone our skills, and ultimately turn knowledge into applied wisdom. Modern technology plays a crucial role in this lesson by providing access to online educational tools and platforms. Apps, virtual courses, and financial simulators are valuable resources that facilitate the acquisition and application of knowledge in real time. The ability to learn anytime, anywhere becomes an invaluable asset in our quest for financial mastery. Continuing financial education not only benefits the individual, but also contributes to community empowerment. Sharing knowledge with friends, family, or colleagues creates an environment in which everyone can grow and prosper together. Collaboration in the pursuit of financial knowledge strengthens bonds and fosters a culture of learning that transcends individual boundaries. In conclusion, the sixth lesson immerses us in the philosophy of continuous learning in finance. This practice becomes a compass that guides us through the turbulent waters of economic change. By embracing financial education as a perpetual process, we position ourselves to thrive in an ever-changing financial world and ensure a sustainable path to our economic freedom. Lesson 7: Growing Sustainable Savings Forests in the Garden of the Present. The seventh lesson, like a captivating symphony in the score of our finances, invites us to explore the art of establishing and maintaining sustainable savings habits. This journey takes us beyond the simple accumulation of financial resources and immerses us in the understanding that saving should not be a burden, but a harmonious practice that balances the present with the future. The lesson begins by recognizing that saving is a form of financial self-discipline. Cultivating savings habits involves a conscious commitment to allocate a portion of our income toward the future. This act not only strengthens our ability to deal with unforeseen events, but also builds a solid foundation for the realization of long-term financial goals. Lesson 7 challenges us to move beyond viewing savings as a sacrifice and embrace it as an investment in our own well-being. Setting purposeful savings goals, whether for the purchase of a home, children's education, or retirement, provides us with additional motivation to maintain discipline in our daily financial habits. Automation is presented as a powerful tool in this lesson. Setting up automatic transfers to savings or investment accounts ensures that saving is a constant priority. By incorporating this principle, we make saving an ingrained habit in our financial routine, which, over time, becomes a natural driving force rather than an arduous task. In addition, the lesson highlights the importance of reviewing and adjusting our savings habits as our circumstances evolve. Changes in income, expenses, and financial goals require adaptability in our savings habits. Lesson 7 teaches us to be flexible and make adjustments, thus maintaining the relevance and effectiveness of our saving strategy over time. Sustainable savings also involves finding a balance between enjoying the present and planning for the future. This lesson encourages us to seek moderation, avoiding extremes that can lead to deprivation or wasteful spending. The practice of balancing our current needs and wants with a vision of future financial goals creates fertile ground for healthy and sustainable savings habits. In summary, the 7th lesson guides us through the art of establishing and maintaining sustainable savings habits. Beyond being a mere accumulation of funds, saving becomes a practice that shapes our relationship with money. By incorporating this lesson into our financial lives, we not only build a robust financial foundation, but also cultivate a mindset that fosters balance and stability in the ongoing journey toward financial freedom. Lesson 8: Diversifying investments as petals of resilience. The 8th lesson, as an eye-opening chapter in the Compendium of Financial Wisdom, immerses us in the intriguing world of investment diversification. This journey takes us beyond the simplicity of putting all our resources in one basket and invites us to explore the sophisticated strategy of wisely allocating our assets to mitigate risks and maximize returns. The lesson begins by highlighting the essence of diversification as a shield against market volatility. Rather than relying too heavily on a single type of investment, diversification involves spreading our resources among different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and other financial instruments. This tactic not only seeks to optimize returns, but also to reduce exposure to risks specific to each category. At the core of Lesson 8 lies the understanding that all investments carry some degree of risk. By diversifying, we spread our capital across a variety of investment vehicles, thereby reducing the likelihood of significant losses associated with unforeseen events or fluctuations in a specific market. This strategy becomes a hedging mechanism against the volatility inherent in financial markets. In addition, the lesson highlights the importance of understanding the correlations between different asset classes. Understanding how these classes behave in relation to market events allows us to build a resilient and balanced portfolio. For example, while stocks may be more volatile, bonds can act as a buffer in times of uncertainty. Smart diversification involves choosing assets that complement each other, taking advantage of each other's strengths. Lesson 8 also prompts us to be mindful of the time horizon of our investments. Diversification strategies can vary depending on whether we are planning for the short or long term. An investor with a long-term perspective can afford to take more risk and explore more aggressive investments, while those with a shorter horizon may opt for more conservative approaches. Technology and globalization have expanded diversification possibilities. Instruments such as index funds, exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and other investment platforms give investors access to a diversified range of assets with relative ease. Lesson 8 encourages us to explore these options and take advantage of modern tools to build robust, diversified portfolios. In short, Lesson 8 guides us through the fascinating territory of investment diversification. By embracing this strategy, we not only seek solid financial returns, but also build a defense against uncertainty and market risks. This lesson acts as a beacon guiding us toward building balanced portfolios, a key strategy for meeting changing challenges and taking advantage of opportunities in the ever-dynamic financial landscape. Lesson 9. Tapping inexhaustible sources of income like modern alchemists. The ninth lesson, like a jewel in the necklace of financial wisdom, takes us into the intriguing world of tapping into additional income-generating opportunities. This journey invites us to explore beyond conventional sources of income and to recognize that diversifying our sources of income is not only wise, but essential in an ever-changing economic world. The lesson begins by highlighting the importance of not relying exclusively on a single source of income. In an increasingly dynamic work and economic environment, financial stability is strengthened by diversifying income sources. In addition to our traditional jobs, the lesson encourages us to consider other avenues, such as investments, entrepreneurship, and secondary skills, as means of generating additional income. Entrepreneurship is presented as a prominent option in this lesson. Creating one's own business can not only generate additional income, but also provides a platform to express creativity, explore passions, and build long-term assets. The lesson highlights the importance of evaluating entrepreneurial opportunities with a strategic and realistic approach, considering the risks and rewards involved. Smart investing is also highlighted as an effective way to generate additional income. Whether through investments in the stock market, real estate, or other financial vehicles, the lesson teaches us to understand the risks and returns associated with each option. Investment diversification is not only relevant to protect our capital, but also to maximize long-term growth potential. In addition, Lesson 9 encourages us to explore secondary skills that can become additional sources of income. In a technology-driven world, skills such as programming, graphic design, writing, or consulting can be transformed into lucrative opportunities. Developing these skills not only expands our career possibilities, but also gives us the flexibility to adapt to the changing demands of the job market. Technology plays a key role in creating additional income opportunities. Online platforms, freelancing, and gig economies offer accessible channels to monetize skills and knowledge. The lesson urges us to explore these platforms and leverage global connectivity to expand our income-generating opportunities. In summary, the ninth lesson immerses us in the vital strategy of leveraging additional revenue generation opportunities. By embracing this lesson, we not only diversify our revenue streams, but also cultivate an entrepreneurial and adaptive mindset. This practice becomes a shield against economic volatility and an engine for sustainable financial growth in an ever-changing world. Lesson 10. The Transfer of Wisdom as Sacred Ritual. The 10th lesson, as the culmination of our financial odyssey, immerses us in the noble art of sharing knowledge and empowering others. In this altruistic act, we recognize that financial success is not just a personal achievement, but an opportunity to positively impact the community and pave the way for collective growth. The lesson begins with the premise that the wealth of knowledge must be shared to multiply. By sharing our financial experiences, lessons learned, and successful strategies, we not only elevate collective understanding, but also provide powerful tools for others to build their own paths to financial success. Teaching is presented as an act of empowerment. By sharing financial knowledge, we enable others to make informed decisions and take control of their financial lives. This lesson highlights that true wealth lies not only in money, but also in the ability to positively influence the lives of others. The 10th lesson invites us to adopt an inclusive approach, recognizing that access to financial education should not be a limited privilege, but a fundamental right. By contributing to the financial empowerment of those who may lack resources or information, we are building bridges to economic equity and social mobility. Mentoring stands out as a powerful means of sharing knowledge. The lesson urges us to become mentors, guides, and role models for those seeking guidance on their financial journey. In doing so, we are not only passing on wisdom, but also building meaningful relationships and fostering a community of support. In addition, the 10th lesson highlights the importance of transparency and honesty in sharing knowledge. Revealing challenges overcome, mistakes made, and lessons learned not only humanizes the financial narrative, but also offers a realistic perspective that can be more impactful and valuable than seemingly perfect successes. Technology and social media play a key role in this lesson, providing platforms for sharing information and connecting with global audiences. Blogs, podcasts, videos, and social media are powerful tools for disseminating financial knowledge and reaching diverse communities. In summary, the 10th lesson immerses us in the noble act of sharing knowledge and empowering others in their financial journey. By embracing this lesson, we transcend the personal realm and become architects of social change. In the process, we create a network of positive influence that extends beyond our own lives, contributing to building financially resilient and empowered communities. In conclusion, these 10 personal finance lessons, intertwining the philosophy of minimalism with astute saving strategies, have been the backbones that have molded the clay of my existence. Each stride toward financial freedom has been orchestrated by an insatiable desire to learn, adapt, and share. It is my deepest hope that these lessons will act as crucibles of inspiration, guiding each individual in this room on their own journey to financial fulfillment and personal fulfillment. Remember, the path to financial freedom is not an ephemeral race, but a never-ending odyssey. As we incorporate these lessons into the folds of our daily lives, we not only forge a strong tomorrow for ourselves, but we also leave an indelible mark on the canvas for generations to come. May this knowledge be the engine that ignites the flame of each of your dreams, transforming them from chimeras to tangible realities. I am grateful for the attention and dedication of each one of you. Together, we will carve out a resplendent financial future, an epicenter of unfathomable opportunities and achievements. Onward, with determination and wisdom, toward building a future that exudes brilliance and success. If you liked this video, subscribe to this channel, click on the little bell, select the all option, so you get all the notifications when a new video is uploaded to this channel. And if you are an entrepreneur, I invite you to visit my website selfmatamillionaires.online, where you will find tools that will help you to have your own business from your home. I'll be waiting for you there.